Shit anime are the best way to acknowledge the masterpieces. For real, I'm being dead serious here. Like, honestly, if I hadn't seen some dumb fuck garbage like the latest isekai, I shitted and came in another world. I may not have been able to appreciate the beauty of a good anime. That's not a real anime, but you goddamn know it could be, because the anime industry and all studios in recent years are fiendishly intent on shitting out at least 10 productions in a single year. With that said, that's why when a masterpiece comes out, I am awestruck. I'm not some guy who watches every single seasonal anime release to compare, but I can still comment on one anime in recent times that made me appreciate another all the more. Anyone remember Shikimori? You might. It's definitely not shit, but seriously, people compare this to the God-sent gift that was Dress Up Darling? Call me a DJ and all you want, Dress Up Darling was really good. Shikimori is just boring as fuck, and I had to stop watching at 6 episodes because it just didn't keep me hooked. As I watched, I couldn't help but say, it looks pretty, but there's no substance. And that's a problem, because this is the first romance anime I've watched that didn't stick with me. Every other romance anime had some kind of dumb gimmick to keep me hooked, but this is just, oh, good boy with bad luck and his super epic awesome girlfriend just living life. There's nothing of substance here because it's been done before, but with more to enjoy. It's a very straight slice of life romance, and I don't care for it. Sorry, not sorry. This has also happened with some isekai, or just dungeon crawling generic fantasy shit. But it was the opposite this time, as the more I watched, the more I disliked the other stuff I'd watched before. ReZero is now the only exception to this, because in recent times, Shield Hero had the fucking CG turtle, and it looked bad. That and the plot progression is just ass. Shonen rarely get me with a situation where I acknowledge the good more when I see the bad, but Orient sure hit some negatives for me. That entire first season was a slog. Why the fuck did this get a season 2? Oh my fuck. Okay, deep breaths. It's fine. Again, just sloppy and slow execution leaving me more annoyed. I wasted my time than anything, and again having me come to further appreciate the good in such an oversaturated genre. You'll notice I've been making comparisons this whole time. That's the whole point. All of the slower or just outright bad series I saw ended up making me realize why the other stuff I saw was so good. This problem is most prevalent in fantasy and romance stories though, due to how often these have been done. Each season tends to have a new romance and isekai or fantasy, and as such it's naturally going to be compared to what came before due to the close release schedules. And you know, this is why shit like Chainsaw Man is worth hyping for. Because it's so batshit insane thanks to Fujimoto that you can't really compare it to other series. It's worth looking forwards to because it's unpredictable and you can't properly deconstruct the story based on past experiences. As such, objectively, unique anime will be the best to watch, even if they don't hit all the beats you want. To put all this into perspective, when I saw ReZero, I smiled, and loved it a lot. Then I watched Shield Hero, which was kinda unimpressive, but still kept me watching. Same deal with danmachi. And then years later, as I watched those two series, I can't help but think of ReZero because again, danmachi and Shield Hero are so unbelievably boring to the point I asked myself, did I even enjoy this to begin with? And if your anime is making people think in retrospect negatively or making us love another more for all it did right, yours was done wrong. Peace, y'all.